DarkViperAU has been in many controversies in the past, specifically with the commentary community. However, after running his own commentary channel for the last year and a half, he has decided to lay it to rest. This sparked a discussion about his true reasons for quitting, with many of his fans on his subreddit saying it was due to criticism, and this led to DarkViper again angrily fighting with the commentary community on Twitter, and the internet had a lot to say about it. It starts off on Reddit, when eSmileRascal posted on DVAU subreddit and said, "Congratulations Reddit, you made him quit ViperRambles." And the post attaches a picture of DarkViper's community post which says, "ViperRambles is cancelled, for real this time. Every time I considered cancelling Rambles, I decided against it because of the comments I would read about how disappointed people were. However, I have now officially decided to end the channel. It no longer brings me satisfaction, and it has caused me endless headaches. Perhaps I'm simply not cut out for this anymore. This business has worn me down. The negativity, the lies about me personally from those who feel threatened by my words or actions. It's not even the lies themselves, but how effortlessly people seemed to believe them. These last 2.5 years have been really tough on my mental state, and my perception of people in general has never been lower. I just don't think I can handle this channel mentally anymore, especially given that every attempt I've made to change things to sustain it has been met with relentless whining from a vocal minority. I don't really understand why some people saw me saying, 'I'm thinking about canceling this channel,' as a call to mindlessly hate on everything I do or have ever done. But well done, I guess. Keeping this channel just means my Reddit is flooded with negative posts about every title, image, and thumbnail. It simply isn't worth dealing with anymore. I will continue to cover GTA news on the main channel, and I may start some sort of weekly AMA where people can ask me questions if they wish, but I suspect I will release this unedited. All the best, and I'm sorry I couldn't make this work for now. Maybe I'll return to it one day." And a lot of DarkViper's subreddit was not happy with this, with many of his fans speculating he quit because of criticism. Lanky Midget responds, "This is in no way people's complaining fault. Anything to shift the blame, I guess. It's a secondary channel to a channel that only does GTA 5 content. It was never going to take off. I'm sorry people have become more critical of you, but that's just the way it is. I personally feel like content has dipped in quality and I will voice my opinions as such. The way people go on in these comments are acting like we can't say anything." I Suck a Lot responds, "I know some people were critiquing, but a lot of people were targeting him as a person. He fakes his laughs, fake energy, he's become greedy, he's lazy, and that's why his thumbnails are like this. Mr. Boss level of clickbait, etc. Those types of comments probably led to this. I don't believe the actual critiques were big enough of a reason for someone like Matto to get to this conclusion, as he himself has been vocal about and open to criticism of things." Glitch responds, "This fucking sucks. I watch Rambles more than the main channel, or at least used to, since Rambles are done. But a genuine question, how did the people here make him quit? Is it because of the criticism of thumbnails and titles? People have every right to criticize him for those. They are fans. They don't want to see their beloved channel be reduced to clickbait. And some of those really were clickbait, even after being changed. We went from simplistic titles and thumbnails to Mr. Beast-like weird faces and clickbait titles." But he gave a multitude of reasons for canceling Rambles. The thumbnail and title complaints were only a small part of it. It was bound to happen. He had suggested doing this many times. Well, that's about it, I guess. Boop. Mr. Not Einstein responds, "People have every right to criticize him for the thumbnails and titles, just like he has every right to say, 'Fine, I won't do it at all.' In response, nobody is saying that you don't have the right to criticize him, but you don't have the right to demand he continue in spite of the criticisms." Glitch responds saying, "Did I say he's obligated to make Rambles? No, not at all. But your fans want to see you make more, and do it right. If you can't stand the complaints anymore, either actually listen to them or stop doing what you're doing." He chose the second option, not the option I'd like, but it's one way to respond to criticism. I disagree with his choice, but it's his choice. It's saddening and very annoying that this is the way he responded, but it was only one of the many reasons he stopped making them. And well, it's over. Screw it. It's done. Escaped from Hell says, "The Rambles channel ran out of totems of undying." Sorry Fail 3103 says, "With all due respect, the thumbnails are a general complaint that go beyond the Rambles channel. And no, criticism regarding the low effort and over-edited thumbnails aren't attacks on Matt. They are complaints from people who care about the channel and Matt's personality. Hit unimaginative thumbnails and over-editing gives the optic of a creator obsessed with meeting metrics, commercial success, and appealing to younger audiences. Treating your audience with respect is also important, and this simply doesn't, as advised by the numerous complaints complaints. Basically, this sort of criticism is justified in my opinion, and deleting the channel seems like more of an easy way out, when fixing the thumbnails is all it would take. His choice though. I say this as someone who's watched him for years, and is my favorite gaming YouTuber. Have lots of respect for him. Then over on Twitter, Nicholas Deorio echoed the same take a lot of DarkViper's fans gave, when he tweeted DVAU's community post and said,
DarkViper quit his commentary channel over criticism. Skull emoji, skull emoji. Solid dub taken today, boys.
Dead Space responds, this guy is so fucking insufferable, lol. Bulldog Nation says, it wasn't over criticism. Why are you just lying? Finn responds, so strange why you've all got a hate boner for him. DarkViperAU then quotes Nicholas Deorio and says, Nick's lying again, but my secondary channel was more successful than anything he's done. Yet it was still a failure and so irrelevant it wasn't worth the little time I gave it. Even giving his all, Nick can't measure up to a fraction of me, and he can't quit because it's all he has. DE responds to DarkViperAU and says, shut up, you copyright striking tard. Nick Deorio quote tweets DarkViper's tweet and says, why lie? I linked the post of you crying like a bitch about hate online, showing the section of DarkViper's post saying that the negativity and lies about him personally have worn him down. Instigator responds to DarkViper's post about Nick and says, what did he lie about? DarkViper responds, DVAU is ending the channel because it no longer brings him satisfaction and has claimed it caused him endless headaches. It is literally in the text. I made an entire video explaining why the channel was hard to justify. It has nothing to do with criticism. Nick lies constantly about everything. If he breathes, he is lying. Besides, lies are not, nor have ever been, criticism. They are just lies. Kinklemore responds, unless you're lying in this piece, then Nick has said nothing wrong. Quoting DarkViper saying, I just don't think I can handle this channel mentally anymore, especially given that every attempt I've made to change things to sustain it has been met with relentless whining from a vocal minority. I don't really understand why some people saw me saying, I am thinking about canceling the channel, as a call to mindlessly hate on everything I do or have ever done. But well done, I guess. And DarkViper responds, this is the 10th time I've attempted to cancel the Rambles channel. It is alluded to in the post, and it was a running joke at this stage. The issues with the channel and the reasons why I kept trying to end it were very well known to viewers of the channel, thus are not expounded upon in this post. Nick, due to being my online DJ stalker, is well aware of this. He just lied in order to proclaim he had something to do with it. I keep forgetting this weirdo exists, but even had I recalled him when writing this post, I wouldn't have spared the time to make his lying more difficult, as he is well capable of making up fanciful tales regardless of what I say I do. Geneva's suggestion responds, joke, again quoting the same part that we showed earlier. And DarkViper says, the joke was how many times I said I was going to cancel it. My Reddit made memes about it. And then he links this photo that shows the Reddit making a joke about we're so back, it's so over. When will a lot of you wake up and realize Nick is just a whiny loser who lies about people to make himself feel better about his lack of achievement? Salenfin responds to DarkViperAU's original quote tweet to Nicholas Deorio and says, but my secondary channel was more successful than anything he's done. Here is your recent Rambles video underperforming every single main channel video Nick released and all of his second channel VODs. He then attaches two images, the first one of Nicholas Deorio's channel shown here, and the second one of ViperRambles shown here. Velvet Thunder responds, comparing months old videos to 10-day-old ones, wow. Obviously those videos will get a lot of views. Just look at how clickbaity those thumbnails and titles are. And of course it's about hating on someone else. No original content at all. Sucking up content from other people. Qzip says, just look at how clickbaity those thumbnails and titles are. So are the Viper videos, bro. Velvet Thunder says, look at the photos again. If you really think Nick's thumbnails are better, you're definitely a sadist. Just look at those for God's sake. Especially that third one. WTF is that? Salenfin responds, Nick has an actual job outside YouTube. His streams are just for fun, so he throws together rando thumbnails, and it still outperforms DarkViper, who does this as a job. DarkViperAU responds to Salenfin and says, as a Deorio viewer, I know you are really attached to self-delusion and the lies he spews for attention, but you can literally just look this shit up, man. I don't do much with my side channel, but even if you want to exclude the shorts, you are still just wrong. Nick needing to work 2 jobs to maintain his ball-like figure isn't the own you think it is, nor is his failure as a YouTuber. It is the primary reason he whines and lies about me all day. No one else does it, just him. Due to his psychotic jealousy. Wake up, man. You are being lied to on a daily basis. Have some respect for yourself and grasp reality for once in your life. And then DarkViperAU attaches some images showing the comparison between the ViperRambles channel and Nick Deorio's channel. If you look at the last 3 months, there's this one here, This image here of Nick Deorio's channel, DarkViperAU's main channel, and Nick Deorio's main channel. Zell responds, least insecure Dark Viper tweet. Danny says, I don't know what this whole debate is about, but saying that Nick having a job is an attempt of an own is way too internet brain, dude. It was just an explanation that YouTube is just his hobby. Jarl Varl says, why the random insults towards his weight? Because he uploads less or doesn't see growth, he failed? Your obsession to want to be right in every discussion is worrying, to be honest. Go outside, touch some grass. Nicholas Deorio then quote tweets DarkViperAU and says, effortlessly terrorizing this guy is fucking hilarious. If my channel was 4 times bigger than some random Twitter dumbfuck and pulling these numbers in the last 2 weeks, I'd be crying too. Again, showing a picture of his channel with the views and DarkViperAU's channel with probably about half the views. Your channel is way bigger, lol. 18 to 20k views is completely ass for an 173,000 sub channel. Wavy Web Surf responds, Lamau, dude, this is so sad. Spoopy quote tweets Nick Deorio and says, you can't even ratio him back. You care about views and likes when it comes to replying. By your own logic, Dark Viper is the winner. You're the liar, Nicholas Deorio, and you took the L. Way more support in Dark Viper's comments than yours. Kinda wild to see you thinking you got a dub. Harvey Winstein responds, the only one who brought up views and success was Dark Viper. What the fuck are you smoking? Nick Deorio quote tweets Spoopy and says, he literally quit an entire YouTube channel because people like me make fun of him online. This is literally the funniest shit I've ever read. Again, linking the same section of the post. But Dark Viper also had some choice words for WillyMacShow when he replies to Scuba Shark, who says, once again, I suggest you watch this. I don't think Dark Viper believes he's lying here. I think he believes that all criticism against him is malice and hatred, but it isn't. It's clear that's what he's referring to, given the controversies he's had. And then Scuba Shark attaches a WillyMac video about DarkViperAU, titled DarkViperAU Won't Stop, From React Debates to Lolcow. And Dark Viper responds to this by saying, just caught this. Oh no, Willy is absolutely lying in that video. There's nothing in that video that is true. I have footage of Willy admitting he knew nothing about me before he started making that video. I mean, to the degree he didn't know what videos I even made. His entire goal was to get back at me for calling him for scummy shit he did. The entire video therefore ended up as a combination of Willy lying, not caring if what he was saying is true, it never is, or his just being a moron. The draft for the response video was dozens of pages long and I didn't even finish it. It was days I will never get back. I just severely underestimated the sheer extent of his malicious dishonesty. Tom's video was somehow even worse, as it would require me to literally be able to travel through time for even half to be true. My viewers do not need it explained why Willy's video is false. It is why he received a lot of dislikes and he lost subs. Anyone who believes it doesn't care that it is false, so isn't going to give 2 fucks what I say. Every once in a while, I think how devastating that response video would be for Willy, but then I remember the incredible amount of work it would take to finish, how much I don't really care about Willy, and how I have so much else to do. People are right. I really do just need to stop caring what idiots who believe lies on the internet think, but on some level, it repulses me that people can succeed in life by openly lying for profit. Bottom line, you have been duped, and you will never know it. It is sad, but not my problem. Without the Rambles channel, I will have more time to do stuff. So maybe one day I will fall victim to sunken cost fallacy and get that video finished. Nicholas Deorio screenshots this tweet from DarkViperAU and says, DVAU finally responds to WillyMacShow. He's mad. I cracked a joke about how he probably can't sleep at night and thinks about us in today's second channel video, and then a few hours later, he confirmed it, showing a DarkViperAU tweet saying, I can't sleep, so I gave them a long response about Willy's video, but I think they have me muted. They are just a person with their head in the sand, way too far gone to be reached by anyone. I thought you were just having fun with them. Do whatever, I'ma go to sleep. Angel responds, I think he has chronic sleep issues and talks about that regularly for like years. Nicholas Deorio says, probably a side effect from his gay turbo AIDS. WillyMacShow responds to Nick Deorio's original post by saying, I don't feel like reading all this right now. I'll make another vid in a couple weeks. Been pocketing a lot of info. Kausud responds to WillyMac by saying, careful, he might put out another 14-page response out in the meantime. And WillyMac says, this guy posts essays to everyone. It's not really a question of if, it's when. Lyrics responds to Nick Deorio's tweet saying, this guy is on like his 20th paragraph explaining how much he doesn't care. Chris the Narc quote tweets Nicholas Deorio and says, are we absolutely positive this man does not have autism? And that's what the internet had to say so far. See you next episode.